Hey everybody, Dino here, and today I thought I'd do a quick overview and basic tutorial of a flowcharting program called DIA, D-I-A, which is an open source, freely available piece of software that's available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. The nice thing about this program is if you need to do a flowchart and you don't want to spend the money on a full-blown flowchart because you don't do them that often, you can download this for free. For example, if you're working on a project at work and you end up having to create a flowchart, or you decide you'd like to create a flowchart, you probably don't want to spend the money to buy a program like Visio Pro, and you probably only really need basic things anyway. You can also take these diagrams and save them as a picture and pull them into a PowerPoint if you need them for that as well. So I'm going to show you the basic scheme of the way this works and how you can create some charts really simply, and you can experiment from there and use it if you need to use it. It's about as simple to use as Windows Paint, which a lot of people use for different diagrams and stuff, but it saves the things as objects, so when you save it in DIA format you can go back and edit things much easier. Then you can export it into a regular picture and use that for whatever you want to use it for. So it's a pretty good program, and it's free, so that's a bonus. So let's start out here and go to something basic over here. Over here are the diagrams. Right now it's just set to Cisco network. There are a bunch of diagrams. If you go to other sheet, there's a list of them, including this one, which is pretty interesting, which is jigsaw. So you can actually do like jigsaw puzzle pieces, which is pretty cool if you want to use that for some sort of diagram and use it in PowerPoint or something. That's a kind of an unusual one. Let's click here on assorted. And these are just basic squares and circles and stuff. So I'm going to just show you how to basically use the objects and use a basic line and use basic text to do things in this. What I'll show you will kind of work pretty well for most things you will probably be doing. So say you want to do a flow chart, and we're going to just do a basic one, and we're going to select this square. Well, once we put the square down, we can click on the corner and resize it to whatever size we want. So when we get it to the size we want, say we want 3 squares of this size, the easiest way to do it is to hit Control C, or to go up to edit and go copy, and then to hit Control V to paste a copy of this, or you can go up to edit and paste a copy. So if we paste the copy, it just sits it down on the diagram and you can move it to where you would like. And we're going to paste another copy and move it to where we like. Now say we want to draw a line between these boxes. I can click on this line tool up here, and then I can click here, and you saw that it actually, the dot turned green in the center on the other side of the line, and it locked to the box. And now we've pulled it to this box, and the little dots turn green. So if we let go, it's locked to those boxes, so we can actually move it around, which is very nice. All right, so if I want to draw a line to this next box, I click on the line again, I hit here and over the first box that I want it connected from, and then I drag it to the other box, and then you see the green dot, and then the box has a red outline indicating that it's locked to that. So now I can move these boxes wherever I want. And so I don't have to redraw the line or anything. So if later I need to move something, I can just move it, and then they'll stay connected. So that's one feature of this, which is pretty nice and different than, say, a program like Windows Paint, where you paint the square and you might paint the line and everything. And if somebody told you move it up to here, you would have to erase the line and draw a new line, and you might have to even start all over again, depending on what they wanted you to do. So the next thing we can do is we can select this T over here, which is text. If we click here on the screen, we can type, we're going to go box A. Now, if we right click on this and go to properties, we can change the font. I'm going to change it to 50. Once again, I can select this and hit Control C and then Control V, and I'll have another copy of this. It's yellow because it highlights it because it's selected. And so I can put this here for now. And if I go up here to this little text caret right here, we can click on this and we can change that to box B. And then we can hit Control V again, paste another one, go back up to the caret. Let's make a box C. So I'm going to move this to this box, this to this box, and this to this box. Now, if I hold, now I have box A selected. If I hit Shift and click on this box here, I can go up to Objects and group these two. So if I move this box, the text will follow me. I have not linked to these objects, the box and the text here, so if I move this, it doesn't go along with it unless I once again hit Shift, click on the text as well, so they're both highlighted, and then go Group. Now I can move this one around freely as well. Now we'll go down to this final one and hit Shift, select it, and then we'll go to Objects and Group again. So now we can move all of them around to wherever we want. All right, if we right-click on any object or group of objects, it will give us the properties we can change on that object or group of objects. So if we click on properties here, we want to change the fill color, for example. We can go here and we can change it to red. We can hit apply. If we hit apply, we can continue to edit things in the properties box without closing it. Otherwise, we have to hit OK for it to take effect. So we've changed this box red. We can go down here and select this box, and we can right click on properties, and we can go to fill, and we can select blue. We can click on this box as well, go to properties, go back to fill color, and select green and hit apply. So now we have a red, a blue, and a green box. We can move these around to wherever we want. Once again, we can go back over here to where the symbols are and select another set of symbols. So let's go here to Cisco computers, and here are a bunch of computer graphics or graphics of computers. So we can pick one of these. We're going to pick this computer right here. Then we can resize this. Then we're going to go back up here and we're going to go to Cisco Network, and we're going to go down here to follow this little cloud here, pull out a cloud, and we're going to go back up to text. We're going to type internet. Right click on properties, and we're going to make this 50 points like the other ones. We're going to slide this to here, and we're going to hit Shift, select the cloud and the text, go to Objects and group them. And then we're going to go over here and click on this line, and we're going to draw a line between these two. They're connected here, so we can move these around as we want them as well. So you can see it's very easy to put objects down, whether they're in shapes and little graphics, and connect them with lines using this, and you can put text in as well. So it's a pretty useful program if you need to just do some simple flow charts. And as I said, if you go over here, there's assorted, there's standard flow chart symbols here, and there's stuff if you go to the other sheets and go through this. There's a lot of things: electrical, database, network, and so on. So you can explore those for the different types of symbols that you might need for whatever project you're working on. So that's just a basic overview and basically how you use the program DIA, which is a flowcharting program. I'm Dino, and this has been Dino's World. And whatever you do, enjoy the day, and I will see you soon.